Good morning. Welcome to Washington Live, powered by KCTC. I'm your host, Diana Rich, joined in the studio with our producer, Alex Snyder. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
It's going good.
Good. All right. You've hit the 3 grocery stores in town now in just 2 weeks. And have you hit any more restaurants besides Jersey
my
Mike's?
family came over on Thursday, and we went to Mi Pueblo Real.
Where's
the Mexican restaurant.
Okay, yes. Very good.
Yeah.
All right.
It's something local, I guess.
Yeah. How was it?
It was good.
What'd you get?
Very good. I got enchiladas.
Nice.
Very good.
Solid move. All right, good. I'm happy to hear you're getting out and about. So very good. Later on the show, our guest will be the Chief of Police, Jim Lester. We're going to talk more back to school safety. So stay tuned for that. Looking forward to speaking with him. But first, let's take a look at the weather. I think if anyone has stepped outside, they know it feels like a sauna. It's pretty warm out. So mostly sunny. High of 93 today. Tonight, mostly clear. It's going to get down to 70. So that'll be nice. And then tomorrow, sunny and high of 94 degrees. Pretty warm outside, but we've lucked out this summer, and it's been a pretty nice summer. So does the heat bother you, Alex? What kind do you like? What's your favorite season?
Oh, probably like a fall or winter.
Type of person? Mm-hmm. All right.
I like the cold.
You like the cold?
I like the cold. I don't like to be sweaty.
Yeah, there's so many fun things to do in the summer. I love summer, but yeah, the warmth it's a bit much. So I will agree with you there. I went out and played pickleball at 6:30 this morning, so it would be cool out. So, all right, let's roll on to community events. Of course, we have the farmers market this Thursday at 5. If you have not checked that out, Alex, we have a pretty awesome farmers market, food trucks, all the things. So 5 o'clock on Thursday. And then this coming Saturday, there's a ghost hunt, public ghost hunt at Victorian View. So it's Victorian View's public ghost hunt, 8 p.m. till 2 a.m. I've not done a ghost hunt.
Me either.
Have you?
No,
Is that something you're into?
Maybe.
I'd probably be scared. I get scared easy.
I mean, do they scare you?
I don't know, just anything that, startles me. I think so. I think I would be startled. So, all right. That sounds interesting. I think you should go to that and report on it next Monday. Mark your calendar. And next, let's take a look at the police report, the Washington Police Report. We have a couple things to go over. Caller reports a bat inside of their resident. 103 responded and removed the animal. More bats.
Just had to add a bat in there.
Yeah, I was going to say. What are we at? Bats, raccoons, and squirrels?
Squirrels.
Yep. All right. Caller is reporting a subject is trespassing on his property again and mowing his yard. Requesting to speak with a deputy. 9222 spoke with all parties involved, and the issue should be resolved.
I just like to think of like a bandit mower, you know?
I mean, if someone was mowing my yard, I think I would probably
just let 'em do it.
be excited until they sent me a bill, right?
Yeah.
And then I might be a little bit bummed. All right, last one. Caller reports 3 cows loose on the west side of the road. 9213 responded. Owner was contacted, and the cows will be put back inside the pasture. I mean, this is pretty typical Southeast Iowa stuff right here. So it happens a lot in our neck of the woods too. So happy ending, it sounds like. I'm glad nobody ran into a cow. A couple calls from the Iowa City Police Log, which are always interesting. I've not read through them yet, so we'll all be surprised together. 2 people standing by the ATM and are asking people to deposit a check for them into their account and then cash it. That sounds a little shady.
I don't know.
They don't have a bank account, so they want somebody else to do it for them. Another call, subjects in their underwear jumping in the river. It's better than them being not in their underwear.
That wasn't surprising for Iowa City.
Yeah. College or school is back in session, right? Last one, someone listed caller's house for sale on Craigslist. Caller is not selling their house. Uh-oh. Somebody else listed their house for sale on Craigslist?
Yeah, I've heard that thing where like somebody will rent something and list it for sale, but I don't know how you're going to show a house that somebody lives in.
Maybe just a prank.
Yeah.
Just a prank. Very good. All right, that's all we have for the police reports. When we get back, we'll talk to Chief of Police Jim Lester.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
When you aspire to be a dancer, you are both an artist and an athlete. Your strength combines with beauty and grace seamlessly. Your efforts result in enhanced coordination, the ability to cooperate and compromise with others, and the confidence to perform in front of an audience. Not to mention the fun you will have and the lifelong friendships you will develop. We are enrolling now for fall classes, and we would love to see you shine like the star that you are. Join us for Dance and Tumbling at Stairway to the Stars. Please visit our website for online registration.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross. Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
Come and discover the perfect blend of fashion and home decor at Purposefully You Boutique and Home. Find that love it, gotta have it outfit or rustic farmhouse decor. Take one of our DIY sign workshops or rediscover a treasured piece of furniture with Annie Sloan Chalkmate. Conveniently located at 107 West 2nd Street in Washington in the Carson Plumbing Building, 1 block north of the downtown square. Purposefully You Boutique and Home, where we are here to inspire you.
Hey Andrea, why was Cinderella so bad at soccer?
I don't know.
She kept running away from the ball.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Welcome back to Washington Live. I'm your host, Diana Rich, joined in the studio with Chief of Police Jim Lester. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Not too bad.
Good. Surviving the heat?
Working at it.
Yeah, doing the best you can, right?
Right.
Very good. So this morning, I just wanted to talk. I talked to Sean last week a little bit about school safety, but I don't think you can talk about school safety with back to school happening in just 2 days too much. So let's start there and talk about your tips for school safety when it comes to picking up and dropping off at all of the schools, and I guess what you've seen and what advice you have for people.
Okay. Yeah. The biggest good piece of advice, I guess, would be follow the pickup drop-off instructions from the school. They provide those to the families at the beginning of the school year. Each school has their own system that works, and it helps us if the parents are following that system.
Right. Is that something that you guys work with them on putting together, or that's just something they put together and then?
They put it together based on some of our recommendations, and it's worked. The little over 4 years that I've been here, it seems to work well. We have added some no parking zones around some of the schools to help facilitate buses and things like that. And we do get some of those parents and people dropping off that sign isn't for me. I can still park here. So we just ask everybody to follow those signs, obey those signs as well.
Yeah, that's important. I know Stewart School can kind of get a little bit dicey sometimes, dropping off kids there with the streets the way they are, and kids, little kids need help getting in and out. And I have noticed more no parking signs around those blocks, probably to help make it safer for people to go in and out.
Right, and we've got parents dropping kids off. You've got kids walking to school, riding their bikes to school, and all of that, and the buses trying to maneuver around all of it. So we try to do that, and you'll see our patrol cars out a lot before and after school. We try to hit each school at least a couple times every morning and every afternoon just to have a presence and make sure everybody's being safe.
Yeah. When you guys are out in the morning doing the, doing the patrol, is there something you guys are looking for, or just, being around and being present?
Yeah,
Or
being visible, being present, making sure that no one is parked in those no parking zones. But mostly it's just to make sure the kids are safe, make sure the kids are, getting across the street. People are obeying the crossing guards that we have at the middle school and Lincoln School both have crossing guards, and the stop signs out there to help kids get across the intersection. So, yeah, it's just, mostly out there to be visible and make sure that everybody's being safe.
Yeah, very good. All right. And then any words of wisdom for people walking or biking to school, those people taking those ways to school?
Yeah, it's, important to remember it, walk on the left side of the road. It seems like everybody says, got to be on the right side of the road, but, walk on the left so that you're walking towards traffic and you can see what's coming at you.
Okay.
That's what is important. And riding bicycles, ride on the right and make sure that you are obeying the laws. The bicycles have the same laws as motor vehicles. Stop sign, you have to stop at the stop sign. Things like that. Just make sure that the cars are seeing you. Make that eye contact even when you're riding that bicycle.
Yeah. Yep. Very good. And then what about school bus safety? So I don't know how many buses we have, but a lot of rural bus routes that buses are going on. So out on the highway as well as in town. What are some rules that people need to keep in mind when they're following buses or coming upon them?
Right, and we actually have several bus stops within the city as well.
Right.
And it's important that when you see those flashing amber lights, be ready to stop. That indicates the stop arm is going to be out soon. And so when you see the amber lights start to stop, and when the red is out and the stop sign is out, or when the red lights are on and the stop alarm is out, you need to stop your vehicle. We're fortunate the buses, most all the buses in the Washington School District have cameras. So, and we get on average maybe 1 or 2 a month bus stop arm violations, and those are mandatory charges that, the code says we shall investigate and shall file a charge on that, and that brings a penalty of $345 fine.
Wow.
For people that violate that. And in addition to that, you get a 30-day suspension of your driver's license. So it's, pretty stiff penalties for that. And the bus drivers have a lot going on already. They've got a bus load of 40 or 50 students, and they need to make sure that they stay safe on the bus and when they're getting off. So it just helps for people to be aware of that and watch those lights and make sure you stop and that there's no kids around.
Yeah, absolutely. What's the violation that you normally see? Is it people trying to illegally pass, or people not paying attention and just kind of barreling through when they should be stopped?
Yeah, a lot of times it's when they're meeting the bus and they just, think they can push at that a little bit more, just like when you are approaching a yellow light, a stoplight intersection, well, I've got a little bit more to go. Mm-hmm. Or they're not paying attention, and that's important too, even with the pickup drop off and driving around the schools. The kids are excited to be back. Put that device down and don't be distracted and pay attention to that. But most of it is when you're meeting the school buses, we're seeing a lot of those violations, and we have great video of that sometimes even identifies the driver for us.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's nice that you have that tool so you can kind of crack down on that. Doesn't sound like it happens too much, but often enough. And I want to be safe. So, very good. What other things around school safety should people keep in mind as kids head back to school?
Well, as we know, come Wednesday, our social media will be flooded with all the photos of the kids going back to school with pictures and things like that. It's just important to keep in mind, for parents when they're getting ready to post those, what are their settings, what are their privacy settings, what are their location settings on their devices that they're doing that. And, we don't want to be sharing too much information. Everybody holds up those boards that says their name, their grade, what teacher they're in, what they like, things like that. You're sharing a lot of information that would allow somebody to go to that school and say, I'm here to pick up Susie. She's in 3rd grade. This is her teacher. It makes it sound like that person knows a lot of information, but
Yeah.
they really grabbed that off that photo that you posted when school started. So it's really important to think about that when you're sharing things on social media, that you know who's going to see that.
Yeah, that's really really good advice. Things that you don't think about, but double checking those settings and
Right.
double thinking the things that you're sharing. So, very good. Let's head to commercial break, and then when we get back, we'll talk more school safety with Chief Lester.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
You know, it's not a question of what all you have and so on with your life. It's who is in your life and how much you care for them and how much they care for you. And Tammy definitely cares.
I met Tammy about 20 years ago when her daughter was in Special Olympics and I was coaching. Told me that she was into doing senior benefits. We became even closer friends. She cares about everybody, especially the seniors. So call her.
Welcome back to Washington Live. I'm your host, Diana Rich. We've been talking to Chief of Police Jim Lester about back to school safety. So crazy to think that school is back in session in just 2 days. Back to school, meet the teacher tonight, and then kind of back into full swing on Wednesday. So we did have a comment on our Facebook, which we love the interaction from viewers. So thanks for that. Had a question about what to do if their driveway gets blocked with back to school traffic, and it sounds like what advice would you give for that?
Yeah, if that's happening, especially on a regular basis, and it's interfering with you using your driveway, give the safety center, the communication center, a call, and let them know your address and that you have that complaint, and we'll send a car out to check on that. We normally, most of our parking complaints are complaint based, so if we don't get a complaint, we're not going to be looking for that.
Yeah.
So feel free to call us when that's happening.
Yeah, if you don't know, there's nothing you can do about it. And
Right.
probably similar advice to probably what Sean talked about last week was call when it's happening, not 3 hours after it happened,
Exactly.
right? Because you need
Exactly.
that to see it for yourself and investigate
Right.
it. So.
Exactly.
Very good. And what's the number for the safety center?
653-2107.
2107. So not a 911 call.
Correct.
2107 call.
Right.
Very good. Need to get that ingrained in people's heads like we do with the 911. All right. So as kids get back into school, what is the Washington Police Department's involvement with the school when school's in session, as when it comes to students or just being around?
We try to have a presence, like I said earlier, before and after school. We also try to have a presence in the school. In fact, you mentioned the back to school night tonight. We'll have officers at both Lincoln and Stewart handing out some, back to school walking and bike riding safety things and stickers for the younger kids and things like that. Just to be present. We like to go to the schools and interact with the kids on a positive side rather than them constantly seeing us when we're called there for disruptions or, inappropriate things or bad things. So we try to have that positive interaction, and we try to do that, frequently.
Very good. And then what about, I think, at most extracurricular activities, there's sometimes police around there too. What's your guys' practice on that with football season coming up? And
right, and again, it's just having that that presence and being there to assist with it, with whatever is needed. We try to schedule an extra officer on home football game nights. We'll have officers, at the football game. I generally try to attend as well, and it's just our presence there to interact in a positive way with the community.
Yeah, and I think that's great. The interaction and the involvement, I think that's great. What else with back to school or anything else you can think of that we didn't cover when it comes to school safety and kids being back in school?
Just, the importance of communication. We oftentimes will get, calls and complaints of bullying and, harassment and things like that, with this technology now, it's not just happening at school, it's following the kids home. And the communication piece with the parents communicating with the school that's happening, oftentimes that can be, handled there. Communicate with their child about what's appropriate, what's not appropriate in sharing and things like that. And, don't hesitate to call us if they have any questions or concerns.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, communication, so key on so many levels and so many regards. So yeah, very good advice with that there. Did you love going to school when you were a kid?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I was, kind of a band, what do they call it? Say band nerd, band geek,
Yeah. What instrument did you play?
Drama. I played trombone, tuba, and percussion.
Okay, very good. And what was your favorite thing about going back to school?
Oh boy, I think just seeing people you didn't see during the summer.
Yeah. I put Sean on the spot with that question last week too, and Alex, his favorite, he had a struggled, but then he said new shoes.
New shoes.
New shoes. There you go. Yeah, everybody always has their new shoes and new clothes for back to school, right?
Yeah. I was talking to somebody the other day how much it's changed, because when I went back to school, you went shopping for clothes, and now you can just order them and they show up at your house and you get clothes year round anymore. It's not just at the beginning of the year. So it's changed a little bit, but
yeah.
So Alex hasn't lived that rough life though. Just a young pup. So, all right. Moving on, we have the national days today. We have two of them, National Senior Citizens Day and National
Spumani Day?
Spumani Day. We're not exactly sure what that is, but there's a definition here that Alex pulled out for us. Layered Italian ice cream dessert, which includes cream, fruit, and nuts. Does that sound good to you, Alex? No? Does that sound good to you?
Not really.
Yeah, I feel
I'm not a fruit guy, but I'm more concerned about the Senior Citizen Day. I'm not here because it was Senior Citizens Day, was it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify.
I actually was just explaining to my kids what a senior citizen was, because they were thinking like seniors in high school. And I was like, well, the ages depending on, if you're at a restaurant or where you're at. But anyways, interesting conversation with my children about that. Celebrity birthdays. Are you good at this?
I guess we'll find out.
All right. Sounds good. So if you guessed right on the age, 2 points. And within 3 years, 1 point.
Okay.
Okay. First person, Usain Bolt.
I feel like he's younger than, I don't know. Let's go, let's see here. What's the Olympics, every 4 years? I'm going to go 32.
35.
He is 37.
37, all right. Jumped off to a 1-0.
The next person is, we got Sergey Brin. He's the co-founder of Google.
Okay, I was going to say I don't know very many of these people today. I did know who Usain Bolt was. I'm going to go 49. Should have gone higher.
45.
He's 50.
Oh.
1-1.
All right. I guess 49, I was like, he has a lot of gray hair, but then again.
Next person is Bo Burnham.
Bo Burnham, comedian. 37.
Oh boy. 38.
33.
Oh.
No points, still tied.
All right. Do you know this who Bo was?
I do not.
Yeah, me neither.
Last one, we got Brody Jenner, part of the Kardashians.
Brody Jenner. I didn't even know this guy existed, to be honest with you.
Me either.
I know the name, but the last name, clearly. 35.
33.
He is 40. It's all tied up.
So we tied up 1-1. Everybody's a winner today.
Holy cow.
I don't know if that was just really sad that we each got 1 point, but I only knew one of those 4 people, and I didn't even get that score right. So very good. All right. Thanks again for joining us today.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Any final words on this lovely warm Monday, Alex?
No.
Got nothing?
No. I need to think of like quotes to say.
Yeah, something profound. We'll work on that. All right. Thanks for joining us today on Washington Live. As always, please like, comment, and follow. We appreciate